What's going on, peeps? I'm so excited to talk about this video, guys. You have no idea. I love talking about horror. It's my favorite genre, and so I just get all giddy just talking about this. And I finally had time to make this video after watching a lot of movies, and that is springtime horror films. And I think I will just go over a list of some of the best ones that I have found. And I'm so excited. I could talk about the horror genre, all damn day. I really can. I just ramp it up when it comes to spooky season, towards Christmas, and now it's springtime, and so spring break's coming around, and I just thought that this would be a perfect video to discuss about springtime horror films. And the reason why I brought that up is because of um, Jeepers Creepers. It's the 23rd year anniversary, and I was like, shit, man, let's do a damn video. And so this is that. So I'll go over the list, and hopefully you guys just love these types of films like I do, because I just had a blast watching some of these films. And I'm going to start it off with our first film, and that is Jeepers Creepers. This is a fantastic horror film, and it's set during spring break. And like I said, it's the villain, the creeper. He comes out every 23rd year for 23 days, and he's a great villain, man. And from start to finish, it is just a fantastic movie. It's got some great gore. Justin Long is, a horror icon in my opinion. He doesn't miss. He was great in it as usual. And I really love this film. I need to get this on physical media. I need to get on Blu-ray. I know that I'm slacking on that one, but I forgot how much I enjoyed watching this film, because it is just a great horror film. Oh my goodness. Highly recommend Jeepers Creepers. If you haven't seen it already, see that film, because that's what inspired me to make this damn video. Next, I'm going to talk about Piranha 3D. That film is done by Alexandre Aja, who I actually just talked about him in one of my videos. It was High Tension. He did the remake for The Hills Have Eyes. He has fantastic films in his filmography, and so, at least in my opinion. And this is just a fun fucking film. You cannot take it seriously.
They took my penis.
I was shocked in the beginning of the film, because it stars my man Richard Dreyfuss, and that motherfucker gets eaten by piranhas. It's the beginning of the film. It's not gonna spoil anything, so if I did, my bad. But it is a fantastic film. I think once you see that, you're in for a damn good movie. That's just me. I literally loved everything about this film. It is stupid. It is fun. It's got some great, just horror themed, tropes in it. So I love. I don't know. I don't know if I love this film, but I thoroughly enjoyed this film, and I highly recommend Piranha, because it's got a stacked cast too, man. It has Ving Rhames, Elizabeth Shue, Christopher Lloyd. What's his name? Conley. J- uh, Jason. Oh my goodness, he was in Scream. I just had it in my head. I'll have it over here, but I forgot his damn name. Oh my gosh. But Adam Scott is in this film. Yeah, there's a lot of good actors in this film. So I highly recommend you guys watch Piranha because it's an enjoyable, cheesy bad film, and I had a blast watching it. It's Jerry O'Connell. That's who it was in Piranha 3D. So next film, I did not even hear about this film. I didn't even know what the hell this film was, and that's it's called Spring. I was shocked at how much I enjoyed this film. I didn't know, like I said, never heard of it before until looking up springtime horror films, and I really like it a lot. It's a beautiful romantic horror film, man. Um, yeah, I'm not too much of a romantic type person, but it's a great story, and I highly recommend it. Great acting as well, um, and yeah, I'm not gonna spoil anything at all too much with the storyline, but um, if you look up like springtime horror films, like this is high up on the list, and there's a very good reason why. So go into it blind, man. It's a beautiful story, and it's a good film. You can't bring up this type of category and not mention these two films, and I'm going to mention them back to back because they are very similar, and that is The Wicker Man and Midsommar. Um, I know that The Wicker Man is iconic. It's an iconic horror film, and um, I said it in one of my videos that I love The Wicker Man. I never saw it until getting the limited edition Studio Canal 4K release, and I'm really glad I did. That movie to me is a masterpiece, and I know it's iconic, but it still seems like people forget about some of these classic films. Like me, I've done it before, and The Wicker Man, Invasion of the Body Snatchers. I mean, there's so many damn good old films, classic films, and The Wicker Man is one of them. Holy cow! It is so damn good. And Midsommar touches more of the modern times. Um, it's a good movie. I don't think it's a great movie, but I still think it's a good movie that people should watch. And you know, there are some similarities between The Wicker Man and Midsommar, but it is a very good film. And I highly recommend both of them. The Wicker Man first, iconic, but uh, Midsommar, and yeah, there's some good classic scenes. There's some memorable scenes in both of them. The Wicker Man at the end of the movie is very good, and in both Midsommar actually. I thought the ending to that film was very good, and it's there's some fantastic cinematography in Midsommar as well. Very beautiful, picturesque scenes in that film, and so highly recommend both of those films, The Wicker Man and Midsommar. Uh, Another film is, I'm not going to talk about it too much, but that's The Happening. It's M. Night Shyamalan. It's starring Mark Wahlberg, Zoe Deschanel, and yeah, that happens during springtime. And it's an M. Night Shyamalan movie, so there's going to be some twists and everything. I'm not going to spoil anything, of course, but uh, yeah, that is a great film because it's just pollination, the world, what the hell, it's happening, and so yeah, recommend that film. It's not, yeah, I'm not gonna say anything, but see that film. Some other themed spring break films is I'm gonna go over them pretty quickly a little bit. Is Evil Dead 1 and 2. Everyone fucking knows how amazing Evil Dead and both Evil Dead movies are. So I'm not gonna state too much, but fucking see those movies. Ashes is iconic, and the Deadites are hilarious. It's gory. It's the first film is one of my favorites. It's my second favorite in the entire franchise. Um, and so yeah, it goes without saying, Evil Dead 1 and 2 are must sees. So definitely see those movies. Also set during spring break is Cabin in the Woods. Fucking awesome movie. Love it. Great horror, great comedy in that film. Whenever it is comedic, yeah, very, very, very good. Other ones that I like that's set during spring break are Hostel. Um, it was right around the same time. It's like the U.S. version of the new extreme horror. So that is a good movie. If you're not into very graphic movies, then maybe it's not for you. But it is a classic, in my opinion, classic springtime film because it's I don't. For me, it's a fun film in some ways. So highly recommend Hostel. And one movie that I actually saw for the first time was The Ruins. That also took place during spring break, and that's a good movie. And I, not going to spoil too much, but there is some pretty good actors in that film, and yeah, I thought there's some great horror aspects in that film as well. So see The Ruins. Ruins is a good one. Maybe that not a lot of people know about. So check that movie out. Ah, oh, how did I forget about Cabin Fever? Cabin Fever is another one for set in spring break. That one's also done by Eli Roth. So check Cabin Fever. Very good movie. Next, Prom Night with Jamie Lee Curtis. I stayed for Jamie Lee Curtis's dancing because damn, that girl can move and that is sexy. I just had to say that because it was hot, man. Damn, Jamie Lee Curtis. So I honestly didn't really enjoy that movie too much. Just my opinion, but it's still part of the summer themed horror movies. So, or sorry, it's part of the springtime horror movies. My bad. And another one that is set in the high school setting is a great Australian film, and that is The Loved Ones. One of my good good friends from Twitter, part of my horror family. What's up, guys? That they told us, our little group about that film, and it's a great film, man. I really liked The Loved Ones. Yeah, fantastic film. Check that film out. Holy cow, very good. And how can I forget about Carrie? Carrie is a iconic film. Sissy Spacek is, of course, iconic as Carrie. It's got a young John Travolta. There's some great imagery, iconic scenes in that film. And it is damn near a masterpiece of a film. I mean, out of this entire list, I would put The Wicker Man and Carrie right at the very, very top. And so Carrie. Everyone knows Carrie. It's a masterpiece of a film, and highly recommend seeing that film. And last but not least is April Fool's Day. I don't know how I forgot this movie during the spring break when I was talking about the other spring break movies, but this one also takes place in spring break, and it's a little good film, and also comes up pretty high in regards to the springtime film horror films. So that's a good one. Nice little slasher of a film. There is a movie that I did not have time to check out, and I just thought I would just bring it up on this list because maybe one of you guys have seen it, and that's the Bunnyman. Some of the pictures look pretty great. And I just, unfortunately, I have not seen the movie yet. So I think maybe after this, I'm going to check it out really quick. Rites of Spring. That's another one. I didn't really care for the movie. I'm just going to be blunt. But it was, it's springtime themed horror film. But I didn't really care too much about it. So if you're fans of it, my bad. So anyway, before I forget, what are some of your favorite springtime horror films? Like I said, I could talk about horror films all damn day. It's my favorite genre. I said that like a bazillion times, but it's true. I love the horror genre, and I love seasonal themed movies. So thanks for checking out the video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did my research and how much I loved talking about these movies. Thanks for checking out the video, and don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Have a great one, guys.